Hey guys, Star Commander here, and I'm coming at you today with a review of the Churchill VII. This is a very well protected tank, although it is slow as
merde.
So as you can see here, the Churchill VII usually gets assigned at the top of its game, like the Churchill I, because it is a great tank, and you'll see why at the end. So, my plan is for me and my platoon to go down the 7 and 8 line. Alright? Now with me today is Isoret in his KV-1S and Godster in his M4 Sherman, who's currently pissed off at me right now for reasons to be determined. And he doesn't have a mic, so I'm talking to him on the voice chat, and he's, yeah, whatever. Okay, so me and Isoret have agreed to clear out the 7-8 alleyway, and as you can see, we have plenty of company. I just hope it doesn't turn into a lemming charge, because Isoret and I are 2 of the top 3 heavies, and Godster's upset about the hill. He's right, but I'm telling him over the voice chat, hey man, if you can just shoot the tracks out of whoever comes, keep them busy, then I plan, once we clear out of the 7-8 line here, because we're going to do it, we have plenty of units, then I'm going to come up here, do a quick sweep for artillery around this corner, advance towards the hill, and link up with him over near D0. I'm going to need him and his derp gun to hold back whatever opposition he finds. And, you know, we'll see how well that works out later. So this is simple. I pump a quick shot into T-14, and Isoret takes a shot and finishes him off. So I'm going to take a little risk here. I'm going to let these Churchills take shots at my less protected side. Uh-oh, artillery. He could have been over here. They're Russian. Su-26. So they could be pretty much anywhere on the map, due to the fact that they have better arcs and they can shoot into different spots that other artillery just can't reach because of a rock or a building. So anyway, heavy fighting has evolved along the G line, but I'm gonna just go around all this. I mean, even though I'm using a 20 kilometers an hour heavy tank, I still like the flanking style gameplay, so that's just what I'm going to do. Now, Godster is getting a little nervous here, because there's an ARL-44, he says, maxed out, headed straight for him. There's also a Jackson that was recently spotted here on the hilltop. So, there's some concerns. So I'm trying to climb the hill. I'm telling him, hold on, man, shoot his tracks off, or something. And, Godster's saying, nope, he's rushing, I can't get a shot in. In the meanwhile, there are a couple of KV-1s up here there's a KV-1 here on the hill. I'm not quite sure what he's doing. And Godster died, now he's raging. Nothing weird, it's just usual. And I'm still trying to make my way up the hill. I'm really making 7 or 8 kilometers an hour. Now, if you've read the Tank of the Month description for the Churchill VII, it can climb. It's true in the fact that it can climb over most obstacles. It'll just do it very, very slowly. But it'll do it. And I know there's a KV-1 around here somewhere. I'm hoping that the Panzer IV can hold off the ARL. Our artillery is about to get scattered. So there's a KV-1 up ahead. I try to get a shot at him, but the shot goes high. So, This KV-1 has to be around the corner waiting for me, and he is. He took a shot at me, but he didn't hit me. Another KV-1's going down the hill on the other side. He looks stock. It's alright. So he's taking shots at me. I'm aiming for the KV-1. Now we're going to engage in some face hugging. And now I don't have the gun depression. Look at that. My gun's depressed at the max. I can't hit him in the machine gun port. So I settle for the next best thing. I'm aiming for the mechanism between the turret and the body. And I've got him now. I just need to hit him. So he's gotten a couple of shots into me. Where has he penetrated me? He managed to get some hits along the gun mantlet, which I think is a little thinner. Actually, instead of being thicker like most tanks, the gun mantlet on the Churchill seems to be a little thinner. Now, I can't afford to have a bad engine, so I repair that. Look at the score, 8-11. My team hasn't done so well as I'd hoped. So now I have only one thing to do. I'm telling the grill to stay alive, survive it out, because I'm on my way down. I'm finishing up the plan. I can't link up with Conster now because he's dead. Ice Rat's also dead. There's that stock KV-1 heading for the point. They've still got several heavy tanks. This does not look good at all. They have a Tog still on the battlefield, and I hope they can deal with him. They have one artillery. I don't know where he's at, other than he was last spotted at K2. They're all over here now, but there's no one to fight them. So they're all going to start heading towards here, looking for me and looking for the grill. So, I'm making best speed, but, you know, I am still in very good shape, actually. I'm coming around and I see the KV-1.
We didn't even scratch him.
So I start taking some shots at him. I rotate around, so if he returns fire, he's just going to bounce off me. So I put a few more shots towards him. I didn't aim very well that time. And he's not aiming very well. He has the 57mm. I could bet my life on it. So I take another shot at him. Okay, he's running for the cab. I need to start moving now, because I bet he's not the only one going for the cab. Meanwhile, the grill is holed up in his little coal. I'm coming towards him. And there's a Churchill 1. He's going to be an easy kill, or so I think, because he only has 35 health. And that KV-1's on the cab. He's not going to get it in time. The Churchill's slow, but he's not that slow. I really got to hand it to these Churchills, though, because they end up being the death of me. So first off, Su-26.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
Hit him in the turret. A nice maximum alpha damage hit. I take a shot at the Churchill 1. No success. So I keep moving towards the cab. Now, traverse turret to the right, angle. That KV-1's going to take some shots at me. I still haven't taken any actual damage since that other KV-1. So I'm just going to pump some bullets for this guy. And these guys are shooting at me, and they're bouncing. Look at that. I've taken no damage. But I can't seem to hit him. He's taking cover, and now they're swarming me like medium tanks. I want to shoot at him, but I can't seem to kill him. So I'm going to take out this Churchill 1 next. Hopefully. Put a round into his turret. This guy is trying to take shots at me now. He's going to do some damage to me. He's got a 75mm. I shoot him in the crew escape hatch. He's dead. That's 4 kills to my name. Now, I need to kill him. I'm running out of time. And oh, time's up. Game over. So, let's review what allowed me to make my little stand there. Well, first off, the Churchill has 880 hit points, which I'm pretty sure that's the best hit points out of any other heavy tank. The KV-1S has 810, the ARL-44 has 820, the M6 has 870, the Germans don't have any tier 6 heavy tanks. the T-150. That's with the stock turret. Okay, so maybe the T-150 or the KV-2 have as much health, but still, the Churchill VII can't be beat there. So it weighs 40 tons, 350 horsepower. You heard me mention in my T-29 video that I liked how the T-29 had a power-to-weight ratio which was greater than 10. It had 800 horsepower on a 64-ton tank. This Churchill VII has a power-to-weight ratio of less than 10. That's not very good in my book. And then the speed limit is 20 kilometers an hour. This is like a TOG almost. But I personally would take this over a TOG. They're the same tier, but the TOG doesn't have armor. It's just basically a credits and experience pinata where you bash on it and experience and credits come out of it. But I love the Churchill VII's protection. Now the Churchill I was perhaps a little underprotected in some ways. Let's look at it. What, it had 177 millimeters on the front of the armor. Okay, that's good. 63 on the side armor. Not so great, but it can be angled. 50 on the back. Back is always weak. Turret armor. Disregard the current stats for the turret armor, because it uses this one. And considering the fact that turret has absolutely no sloping whatsoever, as you might have seen in my Churchill 1 video, yeah, that's a bad turret. This turret, on the other hand, is the same way, except it's a little more lower built, and it has more frontal sloping here on this panel. But its saving grace is 152 millimeters on the turret, just like the Sherman Jumbo. This has 152 instead of 176, but that's still plenty, because this is 95. That's what I'm talking about. And this is still 50. But the turret is also 95, 95. Not so sure about here, but it says the back is 95, so yeah. And this is a well-protected tank. And as for the gun, I'm not going to complain about the gun. I wish it had more alpha damage, but as it is, it's one of those rapid-fire, accurate, high-pen British guns. Okay, maybe it doesn't have the best pen, and I don't see how it's that much better than the 75mm high velocity, which was on the Churchill and the Cromwell. But it is. It's got a higher alpha damage. It's got a marginally higher penetration, and everything else is the same, pretty much. Aiming time, aiming, rounds per minute, and basically, as you saw in the video, this thing is a bounce master. It's good for making a stand. Its main weakness is, when your team is actually doing well, you don't do well, because the team will rush out ahead of you, and they will vastly outpace you, so that the battle's going to be over before you're even there. That will happen in this tank. But other than that, I love it. Great tank. Tank of the month, Churchill VII. Check it out. And that's the end of this video. Star Commander out.